University. A lot of work for everyone behind the scenes to make this happen. I'm excited that all of you could join us here today. Before you see our judges for the evening. I want to give them a quick shout out. You'll be hearing from them a lot throughout the competition. And as we get started here, I want to say welcome to all of the participants, the finalists, like I said, our judges, our coaches, and all the event organizers behind the scenes tuning in, as well as everyone that is listening from home on YouTube or Facebook Live. Welcome, and this is going to be a great event. I'm really excited to see what all of the teams have created here today. So my role in this event is more or less just to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So I'm going to say my bit and then hopefully be able to get out of the way here. I want to point out for everyone in the Air Meet event that there is a chat feature on the right-hand side. So if you go ahead and click on the right-hand side, you'll be able to chat as we go along. For this event, that is likely what we're going to keep it limited to. So if you'd like, go ahead and say hello there. You go ahead and tell us the name of your team if you'd like, to make sure that you know how to use the chat feature. And although we are going to keep it limited, there are some additional features for interacting with the event. At the bottom of your screen there, you can see the ability to use emojis to kind of interact with what people are saying. If people use that, we will be forced to turn it off. So quick notes there. Let's see. So how this event works. So all of you have pre-recorded all of your videos for the most part here at Shawnee State. And we are going to play those for the judges, for the viewers, everyone listening at home, and then bring you up on stage, judges, to ask questions live and get answers and get feedback. And then run through each team tonight. Hopefully, we've got everything down to a system here. I'm going to share a presentation here to make sure that we get everything how it needs to be. So if you'll give me just one moment to get that set up. And hopefully you can all see that. Would one of the other judges please confirm that you can see this PowerPoint Glockner Dare stream?
You're up.
Awesome.
You're good.
Thank you. So like I said, here is our program for the evening. We're splitting up into two sessions with a quick intermission in between. You can see who is presenting and the students there. We ran the order so that everyone equal opportunity to go first and last, I suppose. And everyone should have gotten that program ahead of time as well. Again, like I said, a big thank you to our judges. April Perry, that definitely should say Steve Moore. We'll go ahead and get that fixed during the intermission.
It's all right, it's my cousin.
Well, that would make sense, I suppose. Faithnutson, and Sean, thank you all very much for joining us here today and volunteering your time to help make this happen. We also want to extend a huge thank you to all of our sponsors that made the event possible this year, a year that was filled with uncertainty, and it forced us to at the last minute to make this event a virtual experience for all of us. And you can see those sponsors here today, including those who donated in-kind services to making this event happen. Before we get started, we're going to play a few videos from some of our sponsors, welcoming you all to this event. Derek, would you go ahead and play those videos?
Hi there, I'm Jeff Bauer, President of Shawnee State University, and I want to welcome all of you to Glockner's Dare to Dream Business Pitch Competition. We're proud to host this year's event virtually, and I want to thank all of our folks down at the Cricker Innovation Hub, as well as our partners at Glockner's, for making this event possible again this year. This year we have high school competitors from both Ohio as well as Kentucky. And I know it's been a challenging time for all of us, especially since last year's competition. I'm glad that we can continue to support entrepreneurship in our region again this year. And to the teams who are competing, I want you to know that we are all very proud of what you're doing this year. I wish you the best of luck and the brightest future. I can't wait to see the lasting impact that your work will have on our region. Good luck.
My name is Steve Moore, and on behalf of Andy Glockner, I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's 8th annual Glockner Dare program. We're just super excited about being able to do this right now with all the circumstances around us, and it's great. We've got 13 teams from 5 different schools, and we're really excited to welcome everybody here. On behalf of Andy, who's unavailable to be here, we certainly want to extend the history and the thanks to Andy and his team, his family, for all they've done to start this. I think I joined him about a year into it, and we're just really excited about being able to bring this program to the community and to the schools around here. So usually at this time of the evening where we say everybody here is a winner, we've got about $36,000, I think, from our sponsors this year, and you'll hear more about our sponsors and the participants and the folks that have helped make this happen as the evening goes on. Everybody will walk away with something, and like Andy and I have shared in the past, we also believe that the true winners are not just the people that walk out here with money, but the schools and the other teams that weren't fortunate enough to make it here, but they've still been able to develop that entrepreneurial spirit that we're so thankful and so welcoming with this program. What we've done over time is to try to make sure that people understand that we believe in this community, we believe in the people of this community, and the ability for people here to have good ideas, create good businesses is here, and with hard work, with effort, and passion, we see that happening throughout this community. And we want to try to get people as young as possible engaged to understand that they can be the next Amazon, they can be the next Elon Musk or whatever. There's nothing unique about this, where you're actually from. If you've got great ideas, hard work, and want to create value to the communities around, that's what it takes. So everybody here is a winner. We look forward to the evening. We look forward to the opportunity where we can all get back together again and do it in the way we've done in the past. But for tonight, we want to welcome everybody, and we look forward to what lies ahead. And there's a winner ahead, and there's a bunch of people that we're really excited to spend time with and get to know. So thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Hello, I'm Faithnutson. I work for Ohio University, and I was really happy to be involved in the beginning of the Dare to Dream pitch competition. I'm very proud of everyone who's ever entered this competition, and you're going to have a great time in this finale. I'm honored to be able to present information about 2 awards that are going to be part of the prize pool for this finale. My father, William Beal, shown here taking my measure in 1963, was a born inventor. He's best known for inventing the free piston Stirling engine, which could both make electricity from the sun and from wood pellets, but also, if run backwards, make things very cold, like the low temperature refrigerators that are currently being used for vaccines for the pandemic. But my dad had well over 30 patents to his name when he died, and he was always focused on saving the world by presenting on the importance of what we call today a low carbon footprint, that is, using renewable fuels and high efficiency machines. Dad invented new things for his entire 88 years, and his wood shop always looked like about 10 new inventions were hiding underneath the other ones. Dad's lifelong ambition was to save the world from its wastefulness by creating the next best thing. In memory of Beal, $1,000 in award money is available for enterprise pitches that use innovation to save or conserve the world's resources. If you've been to a Dare to Dream competition before, you likely saw John Glazer, my longtime colleague, on the judges panel or in the room. He was a key enterprise coach and investment advisor in our region for the last 12 years. John was born to a working-class family in Philadelphia in 1959. Some weeks, he and his 3 siblings went to bed hungry. John wasn't born into a life of privilege, so he learned to make his way through his wits. When he was a teenager, he left his family and went to the university. He didn't have much money, so he cooked for other students and was given room to lie down a bed literally under stairs and in closets. He was pretty good at his studies, and eventually he ended up teaching at the university. But that didn't give him enough money to raise his own kids. So he went into consulting and eventually into small business. He became the CEO of a franchise business, and he founded and co-founded a lot of small businesses to do good things in the world. During over a decade in this region and up to the week of his death, John was coaching entrepreneurs and protesting injustice in the world. John considered himself a mentor, an applied philosopher, and a revolutionary. In his name, $1,000 in award money is available for enterprise pitches that intend to solve social problems as well as make money. Thank you to listening about the people who made these awards possible, and best of luck to all of you.
All right. And like I said, we really want to thank all of our sponsors and judges for being a part of this event for the 8th year in a row. It's really important, and it means a lot to those that join and participate every year. So to kick us off, I would once again like to showcase our esteemed panel of judges here with Steve Moore's credit and name. Thank you. And then move on to our first team of the evening, Donate It. So Derek is going to go ahead and play the presentation video for Donate It, and then we'll bring them up on stage for the judges to ask questions.
Hello. Donating is a way to help the community and those in it. We want to help nonprofits improve their donation processes by making it easier for them to let donors know which items they need most. My name is Veronica Pointer.
I'm Angel McCartney. I'm Annie Piaskowski.
We are Donate It. So please, don't turn away, give today, and help us save many.
Our mission is to connect nonprofits with donors so that less fortunate community members can get the food and supplies they need the most.
To understand the problem better, we spoke with Kelly Leonard, who is a fundraiser for the Developmental Therapy Center in Huntington. Kelly told us that the problem for nonprofits is that it's a time-consuming process, which results in the center not getting the items they need. This is her current process. First, she has to make a list of names to call, and then she has to call those names until she finds someone who can donate. It can take up to 10 follow-up calls to get an individual to give. When Kelly is finally able to get the donor on the line, they often do not donate the exact item that they need. If the donated item is close enough to what they need, then the center sends a runner out to pick up the donation. And for donors, their problem is that they do not know where or what to donate. They may have items that the nonprofit needs, but they do not know it. A second problem that prevents donors from giving is that the nonprofit center could be too far away to donate.
Our solution is to use a simple app in which community members can find out what nonprofits in their area. We tried to make our app as simple as possible for both the nonprofit and donors. Here's a demo of our prototype that shows how we want the app to work. First, here's the nonprofit's view. Step 1 is to log in. Then they're taken to their page with the list of items they need. If they want to add another item to their list, then they click Add Item and enter the quantity that they need. A confirmation page will then be shown to confirm that the item has been added. For donors, they will also log in first. Then they can search either by nonprofit or category of items that they want to donate. In this demo, we're searching by category, specifically items. Here you can see a list of all the nonprofits that need children's items. Next, they choose the item they want to donate, the quantity they want to donate, and the condition the item is in. Now that we've explained how our app works, we're going to describe our process to make it easier for donors to give. We will partner with stores that are widespread, such as Dollar General. We are choosing these stores because it is convenient for donors to drop off their items, and with the extended hours, they can drop items off at their convenience. After the item is dropped off at Dollar General, the nonprofit will get a notification telling them that the item has been dropped off. Not only does this simplify the process for the donor, but the nonprofit now only has to go to one place to pick up items.
As demonstrated in our demo, we have two different customer types: nonprofit organizations and donors. We want to start with assisting local nonprofits and donors first to make sure our app works and make any necessary improvements. Then, after we've made the improvements, we will scale to larger regions. For the nonprofits, we have two pricing levels. The first level is free. If a nonprofit only posts 3 items or less on the app, they will not have to pay. If the nonprofit posts more than 3 items, they can either pay a monthly subscription of $10 or an annual subscription of $100. We tested this price on Kelly, and she agreed that she would gladly pay that amount because it's less than paying an employee to pick up the item. We will promote our app in digital ads and social media platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Our app will be free to download and available in both Apple and Android stores. If we were to win this competition, our estimated startup cost is $6,000. We will need this money to develop the app, put it in the App Store, to maintain it, and to market it.
There are 3 competitors that we know of: Amazon Wishlist, WeFeed, and Gibbs. But none of these competitors state the specific items that donation centers need. Also, the competitors don't allow for used items.
Our next steps will be making our app a reality. Our first step would be to develop the app. Then, we would place our app on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Our third step would be to spread the word with our marketing strategy. The fourth step would be to see what customers like and dislike about our app and improvement. And our fifth step would be to establish a wider range of customers.
In conclusion, our app makes life easier for nonprofits and donors. We ask you to join our mission to connect nonprofits with donors so that the less fortunate can get the items they need. So please, don't turn away, give today, and help us save many. We would like to thank the judges for listening to our presentation.
All right, thank you, Donate It. Derek, if you would go ahead and bring Donate It up on screen here, and then might as well take me off screen as well if you can. All right, Donate It. Are you here with us?
We are. Giving us an option to turn our video on.
All right, the button you're looking for would be at the bottom of your screen. There should be a series of buttons, and then the very left one would be turn on video.
Ours is turn off audio.
Okay. Well, there may be a problem with the camera you're using. If we can at least hear you, that means that we can go ahead and get started with the questions, though.
Okay. Sorry, I'm their assistant director, and yeah, it looks like it only says turn off audio and share screen are our only options. Unfortunately, we can grab another laptop though if you'd rather give us a second so that you can see us, but totally up to the judges.
I think we can ask questions right now. That's okay.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'll start. Ladies, nice presentation. I love what it is. It's a good idea. My main question is, how do you monetize this? In other words, how do you make money so that you'll be around to continue to connect donors with those in need?
Like our presentation had stated, with the subscription fee, we would be taking that money and putting it towards marketing and maintaining our app to continue to better improve it.
So I had a follow-up question on the marketing strategy. You did mention that and understand in general, but have you thought through as to what you would want to do? Is this like an outside firm? Is this you hiring some people to try to promote and connect with the nonprofits? What's your thought on the marketing?
We would most likely want to talk with outside people and see who would want to try out our app first. Then later, if we made a profit, we would want to then make it wider and be able to advertise more and market it better.
Thank you.
What would you do to start a pilot? How would you prove this if you wanted to prove it in the first 3 months?
We would most likely talk to a few different nonprofits to see how they like the app, and we would talk to some donors and get feedback from both sides so we could fix the issues before we put it out to a wider range of customers.
I had a quick operational question I was hoping you could clarify. Is it your intent that the app serves merely as a broker between donor and nonprofit, or are you actually facilitating delivery of the donated items?
Really what we would want to do is connect both of them. Why we want to partner with Dollar General or stores like that is so that people could drop off items there and then nonprofits could go pick it up, having to go to different people's houses or different locations to pick up the items. They could just go there. That was what we wanted to provide for them, so that made the picking up process easier for people.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions, judges?
I'm good.
If not, thank you all very much.
Before we get taken off of the main stage, we want to tell everybody else good luck, and we cannot wait to see everybody's presentations.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then we're going to move forward with our next team here, the Musical Barn. Derek, if you would go ahead and play their video.
Hi, I'm Joanna. Hi, I'm Andrea. And this is the Musical Barn. Have you ever wanted to learn music but couldn't find a fun and interactive place to learn and enrich your musical experience?
We know this is a problem for many students wanting to expand their musical talents, and we found ways to solve it. This musical barn would be easy and fun, yet educational way to learn all about music and Portsmouth and Southern County.
Joanna and I have both experienced playing in our band, and we believe we can provide an experience to band members across our area that would be unique and a great addition to their band class at their school.
We would offer a unique learning experience that incorporates musical learning games that provide to be effective in learning to play an instrument.
The games we have developed include Musical Jeopardy that helps students memorize notes and sheet music.
Other examples of games we are offering include musical improv, where students build on other students and follow the leader, that reinforces musical skills. Our target customers are current high school band members, youth, and wanting to learn how to play an instrument, or anyone else that wants to learn and have fun.
We will partner with local high school band directors to market with their students. In our area is very close together, and we will target that community to use this service.
We will also market ourselves on social media outlets such as Twitter and Facebook. This will get the word out about our business and customers through the door.
The musical barn would be for everyone. It would bring an environment that makes all students feel welcome.
We would also like to make family nights available for the entire family to come and enjoy, but also learn music.
There'd be plenty of games, and games that would be team-based with the whole family included. We will need $35,000 to start this wonderful way to learn to play and read music.
We would need $20,000 to building and make improvements. We will need $8,000 to get instruments, supplies, and cover additional costs.
We intend on paying other students to be teachers in our complex, and we need $7,000 to get them started.
To raise this money, we will try to partner together with other band directors in schools and have similar fundraisers.
This fundraiser will be for the students and the teachers to try and raise as much money as possible.
Students and families participating in fundraisers will also make everyone included to create a fun place to be yourselves.
We're also looking for other ways to raise money, including trying to find a private investor.
We would plan on charging $120 each month per student participating. This would be for 2 days a week, and each lesson would be 2 hours long.
We would also have one night a week dedicated to family nights, but we would charge $10 per person.
With this model, we would estimate our annual sales to be around $72,000.
We project having a 30% profit margin and making approximately $21,000 in the first year.
The musical barn will reinvest some of the profits and continue to make a fun experience for its students. The musical barn would have a strong advertisement campaign on social media, especially Facebook.
It will have a place where you can join and spread the word of the complex to others.
The musical barn would also have strong ties to area band directors that we hope would send students to our business.
Our biggest competition would be Cornerstone Church that does a summer program of music lessons.
There are also some other individual teachers that give personal lessons.
The musical barn would be better because our lessons would be fun and interactive. The lessons would be offered all year and give students a chance to socialize with others.
In our first year, we would like to create partnerships with band directors at our local schools.
The musical barn would need to locate the right funding to get started.
We would also like to locate a building to rent and begin improvements.
We would work hard to get as many students enrolled with the goal of 50 students per month.
We would like to see the musical barn grow in time and be able to develop even more interactive lessons that will draw in more attentions. So judges,
I hope you enjoyed our pitch today of the musical barn.
All right, Derek, if you would go ahead and bring up the team. All right. Musical barn, can you hear us? Musical barn, can you hear us?
We're both on here on different computers.
All right. That is perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and let our judges ask some questions then.
I'll jump in. Hey, nice presentation. I love music and I like barns, so it's got a hook to it right out of the gate. I am curious. There was talk about fundraising up front, and also talk about a dependence on band directors and kind of the regional band scene. And I'm just curious if you see yourself as a threat at all to local band operations?
Any questions from the judges here?
Can you hear my question?
Barely.
I was just curious if you saw any
We don't
threats.
see her.
We don't see that many threats for the reason of everything that is around us is sort of a week program, and our program would be all year round.
I had a margin, and you also mentioned your 30%, and then you also talked about looking for places and different things like that. You still didn't have a facility, so I was kind of curious on some of your cost data. Is that based on kind of price per square foot of places that you're looking at, or how did you come up with kind of the profit margin and some of the expense data that you provided? Can you guys hear me? Can the judges hear me?
I can hear you.
Why don't one of the other judges ask a question? Maybe I can't be heard right now.
So we were wondering how you came up with some of your cost estimates for your business. How did you come up with the price for your building?
I don't think they can hear you either, April.
Let's see. Andrea, can you hear us?
Can we try chatting with them?
She can't hear right now. She was texting me.
Okay, so Joanna, you can.
Yeah, I can kind of hear you, but it's breaking in and out.
Okay.
How
did you come up with your cost?
Let's try texting them the questions.
Let's see.
Joanna and Andrea, why don't we try asking these?
We came up with our costs for our business from other similar businesses and other groups.
So with your business, would you be buying instruments that you'd have on hand?
In the next 5 years, we were hoping to make a bunch of improvements and gather a bunch of students, hoping to make our complex where students can come and just be themselves and feel free to just be comfortable. By that time, I'm hoping to have around 100 or 200 or maybe more. Just depends on the range of what happens. The instruments, we are hoping to just start off with simple ones, and by the time we're around with a bunch of like costs and made our way into becoming more successful, just to just upgrade it and make things better off and just make a bunch of improvements.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for your presentation, and best of luck to you on this.
Thank you.
Sorry about all the confusion here.
It just keeps cutting in and out, but I can hear now.
Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right, so our next team of the evening is Bougie. And as we move forward, a couple of notes. If there are connection issues while on stage, let's go ahead and turn the videos off to see if that resolves the issue for connections, just in case. Okay, Derek, if you will go ahead and play the Bougie video.
Bougie, our brand, is slang for luxurious in lifestyle and humble in character. People are looking outside for a place to unwind while still staying put. Some of the money not spent traveling or dining out over the last year is being funneled to home improvements, inside and out. They are clearing away backyard clutter and finding that even a tiny corner of the lawn can be an escape. New homes are built with outdoor living spaces. It is time to give your outdoors some Bougie indoor treatment, luxurious in lifestyle yet humble in character.
Good evening. Our company is Bougie Backyard Barbecues, welding fabricators and custom outdoor living designers. I am Brody, and I'm a welding student and provide the hands-on fabricating of our grills and grates. I will oversee production and daily operations of the company.
Hello, I am Garrett. I'm an engineering student and will design and customize outdoor living spaces. I will also oversee the financial piece of the company.
Hello, I'm Elijah, a business student. I will oversee the marketing elements of the business, including website design and advertising.
If the idea of adding an outdoor living area to your home seems financially overwhelming, you are not alone in your thinking. It can be expensive to build an outdoor kitchen and may leave you wondering if the return on investment is worth it. Regardless of the cost, it is well worth the investment, and we will show you why.
Our mission is to bring friends and family together while increasing the value of your home. We want to create the highest quality backyard living areas that include kitchens, fireplaces, fire pits, smokers, fencing, and more, all for a price that would surprise you.
We will specialize in creating customized barbecue grates, smokers, fireplaces, and outdoor living areas. Your problems are lack of socially distanced entertainment. People have started experimenting with cooking ideas beyond the basic gas grill. Modern outdoor cooking devices are highly expensive. Indoor kitchen renovations could cost at least $30,000. Many do-it-yourselfers think tackling an outdoor living space is biting off more than they can chew. Take for instance, this simple fire pit retails for $429, but we can build it for $70. This simple grill grate costs $105 at Home Depot, but we can build it for $28. This highly popular smoker costs $1,900, but we can build a customized smoker for $400.
Do the prices of name brand barbecue equipment take your breath away? I'm experienced in AutoCAD and will design affordable plans to meet your outdoor living needs for a price you can afford.
Here are the solutions. Start small by building a bougie fire pit with a bougie customized grate. Here are the first fire pits we built last fall. Take that stimulus check and expand with the customized bougie smoker and add a bougie seating area and relax in your bougie backyard. Our target market is cost-conscious homeowners. Teenagers are in the market for low-cost outdoor entertainment areas as well. Teens are actually our first customers to request customized cooking grades. State parks and campsites utilize many outdoor cooking areas. For future growth, we're considering approaching state parks and campgrounds. Our fire pits could provide an affordable upgrade to primitive camping areas. Marketing strategies we will utilize are host tailgates at local football games, attend home improvement lawn and garden shows, display products in stores, advertise on social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. Ultimately, we will hand out our very own bougie backyard blend, our signature barbecue rub with contact information.
This is a sample cost worksheet for the purchase of welding equipment and materials to get our company up and running. We are asking for $6,000 startup money. We have used the cost plus method to set sales prices for our products. We expect to make a 44% profit margin on our stone fire pits. We will earn a 52% profit margin on grill grates, and we expect to earn a 31% profit on smokers.
Currently, we have developed our brand and logo. We have manufactured several barbecue grates and custom fire pits. We have pre-sold grates for the spring season. We have fabricated a custom smoker. We've designed 3 bougie backyards and have formulated our very own bougie backyard blend of barbecue rub, both for marketing purposes and eventually for sale. With proper funding, we will purchase supplies to fill existing orders for barbecue grates due this spring. We will build an inventory of standard grill grate sizes to fill quick orders. We will create a marketing budget and we will expand our barbecue rubs.
We are also committed to reducing our carbon footprint. Our research has shown that wood, unlike propane, is a renewable fuel. For this reason, we are committed to planting a tree in the landscape of every outdoor living area that we install.
To summarize, there are 3 main reasons to add a bougie backyard. You increase the size of your home outdoors. Outdoor living spaces continue to grow in popularity. Homes with an outdoor kitchen see a return on investment of 100 and 200%. Spending more time outdoors also has many health benefits, including improved memory, concentration, reduced stress, and increased creativity.
So get bougie with your backyard barbecue. Luxurious in lifestyle, yet humble in character. Please take a look at our prototype grill grate. Thank you for your time and consideration. Are there any questions?
Okay, great. If there's a member of Bougie Backyard here in the audience, if they would please say something in the chat and let us know who to bring on stage here. And we'll give that a couple seconds. Joshua Wilburn. Fantastic. All right, Derek, if you would go ahead and bring Josh up on stage. All right, judges, I'll hand it.
Hi, gentlemen. I thought you did a really nice job. I was just wondering, and maybe I missed it, do you have any sales to date?
Yes, we have. We've already sold 2 grill grates, and we have 1 smoker that is we're getting ready to send out to our client for it.
Very good.
So where's manufacturing take place? Tell me how this enterprise operates.
Manufacturing takes place in our welding shop. Like during school hours, we'll build our grill grates with our metal that the school supplies us for right now until we can expand, and we build our smoker in there too.
So what's your expansion thought? Where are you are you looking to lease space? Are you looking to do it in one of your guys' garages, or what's your next step in your mind?
Well, in the coming months, once we get funding, we plan to move to one of our garages and then hopefully expand to a building we can buy and start up.
Understand.
So if I'm a homeowner and or something, what's your sales pitch that's going to make me buy yours instead?
Can you repeat that? We didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I'll put
So while Faith is sending you a message, I'm wondering how can you afford to make these products so much cheaper than what they're being sold on the market right now for?
Well, we can use materials that we can buy, and we don't have to pay for labor and like travel and mass production. So we can really do it local and just cut costs that way.
So are you currently paying yourselves?
Yes, we're using the proceeds from what we make off these to like help fund for the next persons when they order it.
And if you thought about the additional expenses that you'll have once you don't have the school, and would you be able to cover those expenses and still provide the same product for a less price than is on the market right now?
Yeah, what we're doing right now is we're using the money that our customer gives us, and we're taking their money and paying for the next order that we have. So we'll just keep on doing that over and over again. So it'll cover the next order and the next order. How do you make to the buy at Walmart? What's this?
There's a question in the chat here from Faith.
Oh yeah, I see it. What makes our products better than what you might find at Walmart is the fact that we can cut like big name brands. We can sell ours for much less than what big name brands are listed at. So therefore, like we can make a higher profit at still keeping our prices low, and where we're not mass producing like big companies, we can make it better quality so it'll last longer.
I think I'm good. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right. Our next group here is Zap Attack. And we'll go ahead and roll their video.
Zap Attack, here to keep you safe.
Zap Attack is a stun gun that cannot be used against you. There's a wristband attachment that will disconnect if somebody tries to tear it out of your hand. This will result in a disabled pin being pulled out, and it will prevent the stun gun from working. Some additional features we have is a distress alarm and a location finder. Our product is important because in 2018, the United States is in the top 3 for human trafficking, with Mexico and the Philippines.
So we made Zap Attack because we are in the age range of when we would get sexually assaulted or trafficked, and we have always been wary of typical self-defense weapons because they can be used against you. So when we made Zap Attack, we sought to solve that problem. So one of the best features with Zap Attack is whenever the disabled pin is pulled or whenever you use it, a location will be sent to the person of your choice and a distress alarm will go off. The location sender is connected through an app that you can choose up to 3 people for, like your parents, your boyfriend, your husband, or your friends. The distress alarm is not connected through the app. It comes through the taser, through the gun itself. We surveyed women between the ages of 18 and 28, and 90% of them said that they would use our product.
So we do have a demonstration. As you see, there's a wristband attached. So if I were to go and tase her and she rips it out of my hand, as you see, the wristband comes detached, and as you heard, the distress alarm goes off. If she were to try and tase me back, she would not be able to.
Now seeing how easy our product works, here's the pepper spray that an average woman would keep on her keychain, and now you can see how hard it is to use. You have to open it and you have to flip it over before you can even access it. 1 in 5 women will experience sexual assault in their lifetime, So our primary age target is going to be 18 to 28. Personal safety is a very big concern for most women, but our product can also be used by anyone who wants to feel safe in general.
So our product will be sold online, and the retail price is going to be $23.99. This is slightly more expensive than your typical stun gun, but that's because of the extra benefits that we provide. It will cost $15 to produce, and there are nearly 27 million women in the age range of 18 to 28 in America, so we have a very good demographic, and our product is very marketable.
So our current biggest competitor is the ViperTech VTS 979. This is because their stun gun also has a disable pin. Our product ensures your safety better than the ViperTech because of the distress alarm and the location finder. These benefits really set us apart from any other competition.
The plan for our product is to have it out and selling by the end of this year, but to do that, we're going to have to get our product out there and advertise. By doing this, we will create pop-up ads that will show up on different websites so it's easy to access our product since most of this generation relies on technology. But to do this, we have to have a place to manufacture our product, meaning we will rent out a warehouse that will cost about $400 a month.
So for our next steps, our first step will be to secure our funding for our product by winning the Glockner Dare to Dream. Then we will rent a warehouse to begin production and then build a website so we can sell our product. Then we will make online ads through Instagram and Facebook to spread the word about the product and get it out there.
And that is our product, Zap Attack, here to keep you safe.
All right, thank you, Zap Attack. Derek, we could go ahead and bring them up on stage here. All right, and judges, I'll hand it over.
Do I understand that this is an actual stun gun, and are there laws about manufacturing them?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, the question was, is this an actual stun gun? Are there laws about manufacturing and selling these?
As you skipped all part.
Is this an actual stun gun?
You want to turn off your camera and maybe we can.
I'm sorry, can we please use the text?
Yeah, maybe if you guys turn off your camera. Can you hear us any different now?
Oh, that's not working. There we go.
Can you hear us now?
A little bit better, I think.
Okay. So the question is this an actual stun gun? And if so, what are the laws or issues associated with that?
So the only law is that you do have to be over 18, which is we originally did want our demographic to be 16 because that is the age range in which you would probably need a self-defense weapon whenever you're driving. But we unfortunately had to raise it to 18 because that's the law.
Okay.
I texted a question or in the chat. I'm just curious if this is existing technology or have you all developed new technology for the product?
The only existing technology is like the ViperTech, which does have a disable pin, but none other stun gun has the Bluetooth that connects to send your location out or the distress alarm.
So, and this is something you've actually developed?
No, not yet.
Gotcha.
So have you talked to people who can develop it, or your cost, your cost of being able to sell it for $23.99? How do you know that's a good cost based on who may manufacture it or how it may be manufactured? How did you come up with that number?
So we came up with the number because the Vibrotech, which does have a disable pin, is $18.99, and because we do provide those additional features, we decided that $23.99 would be a good price.
So have you done research to understand the cost of producing this item? Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can. I put the question in the chat, the one that April was asking.
So we
Zap
decided
Attack,
on
are
the
you
product
able to
cost,
hear us?
and we took the original price of the Vibrotech, and then we added to the cost of the location finder and the distress alarm. So that's how we researched our costs and figured out our price.
Any other questions from the judges here?
Thank you very much, Zap Attack.
Thank you.
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you both very much for joining us. Our next team here is Padded Racing Jackets. And we will go ahead and play their video.
My name is Lauren. My name's Johanna. And I'm Carly. And we came up with the idea for padded racing jackets. As a racer, we don't really have that many protective things to protect us from when we wreck. So we came up with the idea of taking racing jackets and adding patches of padding in, so that way on our normal bumps and bruises that we get in a race, they won't hurt us bad. Our problem is that go-kart race jackets aren't protective. They barely even protect us from the cold. Our solution is to add in the padding so that way we can protect our elbows from bumping off the metal and other carts if we get in a bad wreck.
Our target customers at first would start out at the dirt track, just having a booth set up to where the racers could come by, see our product, and maybe put in a pre-order.
For our market, we would market in pits at the racetracks. For a plain jacket, it is $70 to make and $5 for embroidery for names. For a plain jacket, it costs $46 to make, and there are roughly 500,000 asphalt and dirt go-kart racers in America. If all got plain jackets, it would be $35 million, and 85 out of 100 racers said that they would buy our product, and this could even be advertised to parents of the racers because they always want to protect their children.
Our competition, there is no actual competition for our specific product. The only really competition we have is just normal racing jackets that only have a couple layers of nylon to try and soften the blow as much as they can.
Racers are more focused on specifically getting the win or placing as best as they can, and they don't really care about how hurt they get in the process. Our strategic milestones would at first we would set up a booth in the pits to where racers could walk by, see our product, and get a feel for what it really is. And eventually we would make a website and advertise it there, have a social media page, and go from there.
Our next steps would to make social medias to advertise these, make a website that would be $200 to start up and $50 to maintain. Our pre-orders from the pit booth and money from Glockner, we would start advertising, and we hope to have such a demand that we have enough jackets to store.
We came up with the padded racing jackets idea so that way we can help keep racers all across America stay safe, and hopefully our product does well.
All right, thank you, Padded Racing Jackets. And if we could go ahead and bring them up on stage, all right.
So I'm not real familiar with go-kart racing, although I've ridden on a few go-karts in my life. But I know that like motorcycle riders, they can buy jackets that are more protective. So what would be the difference between a jacket that someone would buy for riding a motorcycle versus a go-kart?
Well, for motorcycle racing, where they're easier to flip and fall, you'd have to buy a leather jacket, and go-kart racing jackets and asphalt racing jackets most of the time are made out of 2 layers of nylon. So it's just cloth instead of leather.
I guess I had a similar question. Is there an expectation that this garment provides safety, or do you warrant safety by selling this?
Hopefully it'll dull down incidents like that. We don't expect it to fully protect them, but it'll at least soften a lot of the bumps and bruises they would get on a normal race.
Gotcha.
So what's your manufacturing process? Do you have, someone who's going to do this for you? Have you looked into that? I saw you wearing one. So what's the relationship you have with manufacturing?
So for the most part, we'd be able to make them ourselves because we just have to get the jackets and then sew on the patches to the jackets themselves. So we really wouldn't need a big operation because we can make them at home.
Other people are sewers too, why they wouldn't make them themselves? I mean, what's the advantage of, what's the difficulty?
Well, 98% of the racing community is strictly guys helping guys, so they don't really care about how injured they get, and their wives don't really pay attention to their racing. And so no other racer has padded racing jackets because they just want to get out there and do a couple laps instead of focus on trying to sew their jackets up to be safer.
I can imagine this is a really crowded space with lots of competition in the apparel business. Is your unique selling position going to be quality, or are you going to come in at a lower price point than your competition?
Hopefully ours will be sort of in the middle between a extremely high quality jacket and more of a low quality jacket, because we do want racers to have options, of course.
And I may have missed it. Your plan is to sell direct to consumers, or are you wholesaling through retailer apparel dealers?
To start off, we'll be selling straight in the pits directly to the racers, but once we get our name brand out there enough, we're going to create a website and everything so that way we'll be able to sell racers all across America.
Well, thank you all very much for joining us, and nice presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Padded Racing Jackets. Our next presentation is from Batter's Eye, and we will go ahead and roll their video.
Good afternoon. When was the last time you saw a sports clothing bringing something new, fun, and exciting to the game of baseball? Odds are you may have never seen one. You've definitely seen this with football, basketball, and maybe even soccer, but baseball is sometimes nowhere to be found. Well, our business Batter's Eye is here to change that and get this pitch out of the park. Hello, my name is Eric Williams, and I'm a business student at Russell High School, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer and President of Operations for the baseball clothing brand Batter.
Hello, my name is Daniel Blanton, and I'm an accounting and finance student at Russell High School, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer at Batter's Eye.
Hello, my name is Ben Hammond, and I'm also a business student at Russell High School. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Batter's Eye.
Batter's Eye is a baseball clothing brand that offers several different long and short sleeve t-shirts, hoodies, and shorts that are sold on our website, batters-eye.com.
Our mission is to offer affordable and stylish clothes for all ages to bring life to the historic game of baseball while supporting our community and supporting all sorts of charities along the way.
You might ask yourself, what makes this different than any other high school t-shirt business? To start, there aren't many clothing brands that offer new and exciting apparel like Batter's Eye does. But what we feel really makes us different is we branched out to the MLB and secured professional endorsements. We've gotten Cincinnati Reds pitcher TJ Antone to promote and wear our clothing. This is huge for our marketing because who's better to promote a baseball brand than a major leaguer?
As I'm sure you may know, baseball is the most exciting sport in the world. There aren't too many baseball clothing brands making new, trendy, and exciting clothes to help grow the game. And there are a few baseball brands giving back to the communities by supporting different charities. Our solution is Batter's Eye offers new and trendy baseball that people want. It makes the old-fashioned game of baseball more fun and stand out with the other major sports. While doing this, Batter's Eye is also actively supporting its community by running fundraisers for local charities and in the future world-renowned charities.
Our target market is baseball fans, youth baseball leagues such as Little Leaguers, older baseball players such as high school and travel ball players, and baseball parents. Our marketing strategies include professional endorsements as we discussed earlier with TJ and Tom. And we've recently been in contact with a well-known baseball podcast called We Got Ice Baseball, and they have agreed to endorse us on their next episode. Also for our marketing, we have used social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, set up vendors at baseball tournaments, and have advertised on websites, magazines, and newspapers.
Our competitors are baseball clothing brands such as Baseball Lifestyle 101 and Baseballism, but they aren't that well known. Then there's the international brands such as Nike, Adidas, Majestic, and Rawlings, but they aren't just centered around baseball as they focus on other sports as well.
This past October, Batter's Eye decided to hold a fundraiser for a local charity called Rhonda's Raisins. Pictured on this slide is the shirt we sold to raise money. Rhonda's Raisins is a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. We did this because breast cancer is very near to mine and Eric's hearts, as both of our mothers have gone through breast cancer. Our fundraiser was very successful as we raised over $150 for Rhonda's Raisins. This isn't the only fundraiser we plan on participating in, as we're going to get involved with more local charities and other major charities as time goes on. We recognize that footprinting is very important in our society. We plan to limit ours as we use recycled materials for packaging supplies, and also any fabrics we do not use will be used for textile recycling. We plan to reach out to Avasco Industries in order to send our used or damaged fabric to so they can make wipes or other cloth items instead of other fabric sitting in a landfill.
Right now, Batter's Eye already has its own websites that is selling products. We're actively marketing and trying to reach more influencers and MLB players to promote our brand. We make these products ourselves with a Cricut and press on the vinyl design with a heat press. Our future goals include getting a copyright, getting MLBPA certified so we can use team logos and player names legally, and getting partnered with a t-shirt printing company.
We currently make a profit margin of 60% for the short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and shorts. For hoodies, we make a 50% profit margin, and for masks, we make a 40% profit margin. We have currently done a total of 90 sales and $1,495 in total revenue.
Our milestone is that we have reached the MLB, raised over $150 for Rhonda's Raisins, launched our official website, and we make weekly sales.
This is our website, which runs e-commerce. Pictured here is the homepage, the products page, and the checkout page. We brought some of our shirts with us. This is the black social distancing shirt, our most popular design. This is the shirt we use for the fundraiser Rhonda's Raisins, and these are a pair of shorts that are on our website. Join Batter's Eye and bring the excitement back to growing the great game of baseball. This pitch was just a tryout. It would make your team.
All right. Thank you, Batter's Eye. Derek, if we could go ahead and bring them on up. All right. And judges, I'll
jump in real quick just as clarification. So you had the slide that had your current sales, but I couldn't really see that. So could you just kind of recap what are your current sales for the product?
We've made a total of $1,400, $1,500 around there in revenue so far with our business.
Okay, thank you.
So now, is that your profit, or is that how much you have sold? Is $1,495 worth of product?
That's just how much we sold. That's not our profit. No.
Have you made a profit?
Yes, we have. We have made a profit so far.
How much?
I want to say we've made a profit around just a little bit, maybe like $100 to $300 so far.
Yeah, can you clarify, were the revenues tied to fundraisers, or is that actually goods sold?
So the fundraiser money, we sold about $300 worth of those Rhonda's Raisin shirts, and we donated 50% of that to the fundraiser.
So you have other revenues where you've direct sold the actual apparel to buyers outside of the fundraiser?
Yes, outside of the fundraiser, we've also sold short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, masks, shorts. But that fundraiser was just short sleeve shirts on its own.
Gotcha. I'm curious about the endorsement. Talk about the endorsement. How did you get that, and what's the meaning behind it?
Well, TJ Antone is a rookie for the Reds, and the rookies, they're just not coming up. They aren't that well known yet, but he was performing really well, so we thought he was a good target. Because so I messaged him on Instagram, reached out to him, and asked if he would be willing to wear one of our shirts and endorse it on his social medias if I were to send one to him. And he was very nice about the whole thing. He said yes, and took his picture on the Reds field and had the caption shouting out our social medias. And the link to our website is in the social medias, so it helped generate more traffic and sales to our website.
It's very enterprising.
Yeah.
What was your website again?
Our website is batters-i.com.
So tell me how you focused on this market segment. I mean, I heard a little bit of it, but obviously, what drew you to think that there's a market here or an opportunity? The apparel market is pretty crowded. So why do you think this is different?
I think this is different because, there aren't too many baseball clothing brands making shirts like Batter's Eye is. We know of like 2, maybe 3. Like we mentioned in the slides, Baseball Lifestyle 101 and Baseball-ism are 2 of those. And then you have the universal brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Rawlings, Majestic. But they have all kind of other sports mixed in there. And, Baseball Lifestyle and Baseball-ism sells their shirts for upwards around $30 to $50 a shirt, whereas we sell ours for $15 to $20 with a design just as good or better as theirs. So I think that's what really sets us apart. We make it affordable, and it's something that's not really too big in the market right now.
I think you said you used recycled materials for packaging. Can you say a little bit more about that?
That's just a future plan that we have. Right now, we just use regular, but in the future, we hope to reach out to Avasco and use recycled materials to help save the environment. Yeah.
All right. Any other questions from the judges here?
I think we're good.
I think that's all.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Batter's Eye. Our next team is Worldwide Cafe. And here is their video.
Hi, I'm Abby.
I'm Kirby, and we are
The Worldwide Cafe. Cafe is one of the most popular places for teens and adults to go to study or spend their free time.
However, people may get tired of eating the same things over and over at every cafe they go to. There also may not be a large variety of desserts to choose from. Many other cafes lack diversity and do not have desserts that people of different cultures may want, or the opportunity for others to branch out and try desserts they aren't used to having.
After being inspired by my grandmother and us making desserts from different countries like these homemade macaroons from France, the idea of the Worldwide Cafe came to life. The Worldwide Cafe would provide desserts that people from all over the world can enjoy while also staying true to their culture if they please. For example, we will have desserts from Japan, Mexico, France, Korea, Hawaii, and many more.
We also plan to be open from 4 a.m. to 1 a.m. for people to come enjoy these desserts at any time they please. This caters to professionals that start their day early and college students that stay up late.
Our cafe would be large enough and have separate rooms to be able to hold events such as birthday parties, retirement gatherings, and showers.
The cafe would offer weekly classes to learn how to make some of our delicious desserts. This would be attractive to people who like to be social and learn a new skill.
Our customers we are planning to attract are people from the ages 13 to 70 up, especially college students looking for a cool cafe environment, and women ages 25 to 70 that like bakeries and custom dishes. We hope to see people who are looking for something new and different to try and also coming just to spend their extra time.
We are also expecting to see people of different nationalities looking to try desserts that remind them of home. We have seen the Portsmouth area grow recently to be more diverse culturally, and this would be a great experience. We will need around $200,000 to start our business.
We are planning to sell our desserts in the price range of $6 to $12. We would be looking to offer specialty coffees and teas that our customer may not find regularly.
We project the cafe would have approximately 50 customers each day, spending on average $20 a visit.
Based on this projection, we would expect revenue to be around $365,000 each week. We believe we would have a profit margin of 10%, meaning we would have estimated profits about $36,000 in the first year.
Our biggest competition will be coffee shops around the area, such as the Lofts and Starbucks. Additionally, we will be competing with other venues that provide entertainment space. The Worldwide Cafe would be better because it would be open later in the evening while most coffee shops open early and close early.
We would also like to be located in between Portsmouth High School and Shawnee State University to make easier access for students. Our cafe would also offer international desserts that are difficult to find around our area.
These are some of the strategic milestones we would like to hit.
We would like to reach $365,000 in sales in our first year. We also hope to one day sell to 100,000 customers per year.
Additionally, we would like to see our business expand into more cities in Ohio, as well as locations outside of Ohio. To hire employees, we are hoping to reach out to locals and people from vocational schools looking for a job. In order to start our cafe, we will first need to perfect a menu, find a building big enough to have a room for venues, and secure the funding we need to start up the business.
We will need enough space for a small kitchen, an open area that can fit 8 to 10 tables, and a large event room. We also need enough money to buy the supplies needed like pots, pans, tables, chairs, ingredients, etc.
In order to get the money to start our business, we plan on fundraising and possibly getting a long-term business loan. I hope one day you can come taste the culture.
Thank you all for listening.
This is the Worldwide Cafe.
All right, thank you, Worldwide Cafe. Let's go ahead and bring them up on stage. All right, we are looking for Worldwide Cafe here. Do we have a member of Worldwide Cafe here in the audience? All right, it looks like they have Worldwide Cafe. If you are here in the audience, we've sent you an invite to come up on stage. If you are able to go ahead and accept that to join us for a Q&A. Thanks, Nate. All right, Abigail, are you on a laptop on a Chrome browser? So I think what we're going to go ahead and do here, we have an intermission next. Derek, if you want to go ahead and send Abigail another invite, let's see if we can try accepting it again. Otherwise, we will take our intermission, see if we can troubleshoot during the intermission, and then if need be, bring them up on stage right before, right after the intermission before our next presenter. So it looks like there's still some technical difficulties. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take that 5-minute, 10-minute intermission here, and then see if we can bring Worldwide Cafe on stage after the intermission. So judges, if you will all mute your mics and keep your videos off, I'm going to go ahead and throw up our intermission slide and then see what we can do after the intermission. We will be back here at, let's go ahead and call it 7:25. We'll take a 10-minute intermission. All right, we are live. We should be live now with the second part of the Glockner Dare to Dream 2021. Worldwide Cafe, can you let us know that you're here?
I'm here.
Okay. So, judges, if you have some questions for Worldwide Cafe from their presentation before we continue on.
Hey, Worldwide Cafe. Thanks for hanging in there and sticking around after the break. I'll ask the obligatory restaurant question, and that is usually, was it 50 or 60% of all restaurants fail in the first year, and I think 3/4 in the first 5 years. Have research or any reason to believe why you would be more successful than the average restaurant startup?
We think we would be more successful because there's no other place like this around here in our area. And where we're open early and stay open later, it's easier for college students to come and study. And I feel like it's just, we're going to be able to make the money to stay open.
Do you have concerns about such a limited menu early in the morning and all day?
We're planning to sell the same things throughout the day, switch out the menus like other restaurants do. So we're just going to keep selling the same desserts 24/7.
So do I understand that your offerings will just be desserts from around, from different countries?
Yes, we would sell desserts from France, Mexico, Korea, and lots of other places.
And do you have experience in baking, cooking? Have you tried to make some of these different desserts? Do you have a suggested menu?
Yes, I grew up baking actually with my grandma and sister, and mostly cook macaroons, but we are currently learning different recipes from other countries.
All right. Any other questions from the judges here? Okay. Worldwide Cafe, thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
And for our next round, we are going to start with Revolutionary Unique. And we will go ahead and roll their video.
Okay, we are Revolutionary Unique. We wear,
we repair, and we repurpose.
We take old clothes that are about ready to go into landfills, and we make them into something new, like my flannel. On the back of it, we made this. And it's really cool because we get to help out the environment while doing this.
Textile waste is an important issue because it causes major issues like deforestation and landfills. To reduce that problem, we can upcycle. By upcycling, we can save materials and also save money along with natural resources.
Fashion Revolution says that 95% of discarded clothing can be recycled or upcycled new. We're doing exactly that to make the world a more eco-friendly place.
Our business is located in Franklin Furnace, Ohio, actually in Kaylee's basement, so it's more convenient and it's more short on the startup cost.
Our customers would be anyone tired of their old clothes and ready to turn them into something new without having to pay outrageous retail prices. We turn old items into new, trendy pieces.
So the United States is 27th in being eco-friendly, and Switzerland's actually the first. And by upcycling, we're going to make the United States more up there with Switzerland, and we're going to make us more eco-friendly.
Okay, our company shop, if we wanted to expand it outside of Kaylee's basement, it would cost roughly around $5,000 or a little bit less. And designs for our company are going to be created throughout the week, and we are going to have what's called a Monday drop, which is where we design throughout the week and we drop clothes on Mondays for people to sell. And every piece of clothing that we design is a one of a kind, so there's not going to be another one of that clothing design. And on Fridays, we are hosting lives on our Instagram account, and it's basically like do-it-yourself kind of thing, where we teach people how to do the bleaching process and other things that we do during our company. And this also allows jobs to open for people to learn how to do it themselves, and also to help the environment if they wanted to.
We're going to make 30% off of each piece. And each of these items are so unique and original, you can't really put a price on each item, but we tried to give a roundabout price.
Our competition would be other clothing stores and boutiques in our surrounding areas. And also, boutiques don't really have unique designs for their clothing like we do. And there isn't any other person or company that upcycles clothes like we will.
And on this slide, you'll see a survey of people who think our business will be a success. And as you can see, all 41 responses we got were positive.
So some of our next steps would be currently taking or looking for brand ambassadors.
And this is our Instagram. It's Revolutionary Unique. And this is just going to have our drops and our new designs and everything like that.
And we also have 100 followers. So the big concept is to become more eco-friendly and by making unique clothing, one piece of clothing at a time. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Revolutionary Unique. And we will go ahead and bring them up on stage. Is there a member of Revolutionary Unique with us today? Derek, if you want to go ahead and put in the chat if you see anyone.
Mackenzie Carver is also
Okay.
representative.
Kaylee, welcome to the stage.
Okay,
Just
ours
confirm that you can hear me, and then
are
I'll pass it off to the judges.
yeah, I can hear you. Our representatives were Kaylee Blankenship and Mackenzie Carver, and they're both in here.
Kaylee, are you here with us?
Yes.
Is Mackenzie joining us as well, or is she with Kaylee?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Is Mackenzie joining us as well, or is she with you, Kaylee?
Mackenzie will be joining too.
Okay.
We could.
Kaylee, if you don't care, I'll ask a question while we're waiting.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I've never heard the term upcycled. Is that a term that you came up with, or is that part of your industry?
No, that's part of the industry. Upcycle is basically just taking something old and turning it into something new.
Okay, very cool. And who do you see as your competition?
If there were other people out there, which we haven't seen any, that would do the same thing, those people would be our competition. Or, like, I don't want to say Goodwill would be our competition because, it's just they don't do the same thing. But, there might be other small businesses out there that would take, something old and turning into something new. So that would be our competition.
Very good.
Have you thought about upcycling things into anything but clothing?
Our focus is just clothing.
And have you looked at other upcyclers in the region? I realize that there aren't any right where you are, but there is, for example, one in Athens, which is quite interesting. So if you were interested in meeting them and you didn't know them, I'd be happy to make that.
I'm sorry, that last part cut out. Can you repeat that?
I think she said she'd be happy to make an introduction to some upcyclers who are in business in Athens. So I would recommend you take Faith up on that. She's got some good connections.
Okay, for sure.
So I've got one quick one too, and I know we're overloading you since your rest of your team can't join right now. But so we got the discarded material, of clothes. So how does that work? Are you collecting that at a certain place? Are you paying people to give you their old jeans, t-shirts, or whatever? How do you get your supply of material to upcycle?
Well, if some people would want to donate their old clothes, like how some people would donate to like Goodwill and stuff. So instead of donating to Goodwill, they could just donate to us, or we could go to like thrift stores and get it ourselves and pay it for like a low price, and then make it into something new and sell it for a little bit higher price because we did make it into something new,
right.
instead of the old piece that it was.
All right.
Have you already?
Yes, we have made a few sales.
Have you seen a profit from your sales?
Yes, because if we get like if we turn an old t-shirt and we bleach it, or we could even use like Cricut to put something on there, then we sell it, and obviously more than, whatever we bought it as, or, you know, just something old that we had sitting around, and then we made it into something that looks brand new. So, yes, we have seen a profit from that.
I'm curious, to the extent that everything is unique and nothing is duplicated, how do you, other than the kind of social good aspect, how do you intend to market the apparel to people? I mean, how do you create a buzz, I guess, over style or brand beyond the social good if everything's a little different? Does that make sense?
Yes. So there are some, like trending styles and stuff. Like, say, for example, you like bleach a t-shirt, or, like I said, you use Cricut to make it something yourself, or like a pair of jeans that I was wearing in the video that, we had the bandanas in the holes. We just sew that in directly ourselves. So we just take basically the trends that are going on and make that ourselves out of something older, instead of somebody going and buying that trendy style at, a retail price.
Gotcha.
Do you plan to sell your goods online, or would you want to open up a storefront?
As of right now, we are just doing it online only through our Instagram page, and we have drops every Monday. And we also do lives for like a do-it-yourself type of thing. So if you want to learn how to bleach, then you can, do that, and we'll teach you how. And with our lives too, sometimes you can, like on Instagram Live, you can invite a person to like join the live with you, and that live will show up on not only our page, but the person who joined pages as well. And so if somebody joins from their page, then that could potentially get us business too. So, our business is just focused on the Instagram page online right now.
And what was your Instagram account again?
I believe it was Revolutionary Unique, just,
Okay, just like your name.
Yep.
All right, any questions? Any more questions from the judges?
I think we're good. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Revolutionary Unique. Up next, we have Pet Cafe. And we'll go ahead and roll our video.
Hi, I'm AJ. I'm Whitney. I'm Amari, and this is the Pet Cafe. Has your household ever wanted a pet but didn't want the responsibility of having one?
Or you don't have any safe or reliable places to take your pets?
Or maybe your household isn't suitable? Well, we have a solution. The Pet Cafe would be a safe and reliable way of interacting with animals while being in a safe environment.
In addition to interacting with pets, we hope to partner with an organization like Sierra's Hands to be able to have pets and connect them with new owners.
According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, approximately 6.5 companion animals enter U.S. animal shelters nationwide every year. In a recent visit to Petland, I saw many people in the store that were there to simply interact with the pets. The customers never bought anything but enjoyed their time with their kids, petting different types of cats and dogs.
The Pet Cafe would be a more inviting environment for these customers, and it would enrich their experience.
It will be a great way to come enjoy the cafe and the animals while also supporting our small business with finding sheltered animals new homes.
We want to give kids and adults the experience of having a pet, whether it be through adoption, visiting our animals, or even bringing your own.
Not only is our cafe a great place for visiting other animals, it would be good to bring your pet and enjoy a great meal.
We hope to attract as many pet lovers and families as possible by providing a dog park and a gated outdoor play area connected to the cafe.
We hope to start by leasing a building with some land adjacent to it to be able to build a dog park.
We estimate that we will need to raise approximately $30,000 to get our business started.
This will cover our first month's lease, improvements to the building, and inventory to get started.
We hope to raise this money by partnering with another pet-loving investor or taking a small business loan.
Our cafe would charge a fee for playing with an animal, adopting, and or for food and drinks.
We will be selling treats and supplies for pets as well.
We will be taking donations and fundraising on the side to help with the cost of the shelter we partner with.
We project we will have approximately 25 customers a day, spending on average $20 per visit.
We anticipate having sales of approximately $180,000 each year.
With a 10 to 15% profit margin, we hope to have a profit of roughly $20,000 each year.
We would like to see our sales grow by 10% each year as we continue to spread the word about our cafe.
What is different about our cafe compared to others in our area is that our business will have more of an experience.
Our cafe will be new, but it will also be an amazing addition to our area because of our healthy options when it comes to food and animals.
The cafe would offer quick and easily prepared wraps, sandwiches, and soups that would be fresh and unique.
With the money we make, it will all go towards making more room for other animals and people while also getting more supplies.
We would also like to expand the attached dog park and activities in the park to attract more people.
We will be promoting our cafe and brand through social media and spreading the word around, while also having many fundraisers for the local animal shelter.
Our next steps include creating a survey to see if there is interest in our community.
Then we would try to secure a partnership with Sierra's Havens to be able to provide the pet experience.
Following this, we would locate a pet-loving investor to help get our idea off the ground.
Our goal with this cafe is to help as many pets, families in our area have a safe spot to come enjoy a meal and have a good time with pets.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.
All right, thank you, Pet Cafe. And if we could go ahead and bring Pet Cafe up on stage here. Do we have a member of Pet Cafe joining us? Pet Cafe, if you would post in the chat there, if you've gotten an invitation to come up on stage. It sounds like we have sent you an invitation. Tell us if you are able to join us. All right. Then I will pass it off to the judges.
So are you going to have, I guess you're going to have different animals at the Pet Cafe that people can come play with and they can adopt if they want?
I'm so sorry I couldn't hear much of the presentation, but I love the idea.
Can Pet Cafe hear us at all? Can you hear anybody?
It looks like maybe Amaria is not connected.
Yeah, looks like it's just spinning.
Anne-Marie, if you would go ahead and post in the chat there if you can hear us. Or Derek, it looks like Whitney Thuma would come up on stage if she can. Looks like the group is having technical difficulties here. Is there anyone else who would be able to join from the group? And as a last resort, we can, Anne-Marie, I can remove you from the stage and perhaps join again and see if anything changes there on your end. All right. If we are unable to ask questions for this group, we will have to go ahead and play the next presentation and see if we can bring Pet Cafe up afterwards for so if we could give you a couple minutes to see if you can resolve any technical issues on your end, and we'll just have to go ahead and play the next presentation here.
I'm Megan Johnson.
I'm Miranda Johnson.
And I'm Elena McRoberts, and we are all from Minford High School. It's a hot summer day, and you and your friends have nothing planned, but we're here to help with that.
Welcome to SOC,
Southern Ohio Canoeing Kayak. No matter our headquarters location, we will have plenty of kayaks and paddles and life jackets you can rent, along with plenty of parking and restroom space.
From our headquarters location, we would transfer our kayakers and canoers to one of the 3 potential launch locations.
The ideal headquarters location is former Shawnee State Golf Course Marina, Friendship, Ohio. This place contains a great sized parking lot and much storage. All locations lead downstream to this area.
Our second ideal location would be downtown 2nd Street in one of the Boneyfield buildings. That way we have access to Shawnee students as well.
We would have our 3 potential launch locations. The shortest route, and it is 6 miles from a downtown location in Portsmouth, being the Court Street Landing or Alexandria Park. Our second location is the Wheelersburg Boat Ramp. That would be a 16-mile route, and then our last location is for more advanced kayakers. It would be a 19-mile route that starts on the little side of the river on State Route 104.
Our hours of operation will be from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Our 12-hour days will be from Thursday to Saturday, and a 6-hour day will be Sunday. And then Monday through Wednesday are for groups or events.
Our initial startup investment would be about $30,000. This would include the price of kayaks, paddles, canoes, life jackets, a van for transporting our kayakers, and a utility trailer for the kayaks. This would not include insurance costs, attorney fees, or waiver fees.
Of course, we'll have other considerations into this too, like employees, and we might even look into a guide for the longer trips. And the main factor is going to be the weather. If it rains too much, the river might be too high, or there might even be debris in the river. Our main competitors are going to be Dragonfly Outdoors, which is only 20 miles from the Ohio River, and Country Kayaks, which is only 33 miles.
Our pricing would be based upon the kayaker or canoer's chosen route. Timing could range anywhere from the 3 hours for the 6-mile trip or 8 hours for the 19-mile trip. It would all depend on the kayaker and their experience. Our potential profit would be based on the amount of people signed up for the day and which route they choose to take. There will also be a tandem kayak option, and later there may be a potential for large group discounts.
No matter, our whole goal is to revitalize Portsmouth and give a fun and easy outdoor activity for families and groups.
SOG could make a once popular thing, the Ohio River, a place of income. The healthy outdoor activity would be able to make use of the Old Shawnee Golf Course.
This seasonal attraction is family-friendly, ideal for large groups or schools since there are many schools around.
All right, thank you, Southern Ohio Canoe and Kayak. Looks like you're on stage, so I'll go ahead and hand it over to the judges.
Would you like us to use our camera, or do you want us to leave it off?
I would recommend leaving it off.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'll start. This is a business idea that has been successfully pursued in other areas, some close by Portsmouth, some far away. I'm just curious how much research you might have done on existing businesses like this.
Yes. Our closest competitors are actually on the other side of the Green Up Dam, like closer, like in Kentucky area more. And our closest competition, I believe, is about 20 miles away.
Do you intend to compete with them on price, or you're just seeking a different geographic location, a different market?
That's just as far as geographic location and then different market.
Are you all kayakers and canoers?
Yes, sir.
Very good. If you were to start the business tomorrow, do you already have kayaks and canoes, or would you have to acquire the equipment?
Actually, we have our own kayaks currently, and I myself drive a truck, so we actually have transportation too for that. But yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
So is your business model to, also lease and rent kayaks and canoes to people, or are you just providing transportation and guides to help people who may not know the area? What's the distinction there?
We could do either, so people could come and they could rent kayaks and canoes, or even our tandem kayaks, and then we would transfer them from our headquarters location to whatever launch location they choose. And then if they have their own kayaks, there could be potential for that. They could bring their own, and then we could transfer them if necessary. And then they could come with a guide if they wanted one.
Is your primary goal, though, to market to people that do not have their own kayaks but want to have that experience?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and ask. I'm just curious if you looked into insurance costs, or do you have liability for the kayakers once they're out on the river, once you send them loose?
We have looked into it, and we would have to acquire a waiver, and we have talked to an attorney about it that would help us pro bono and then write us up a waiver that we would give to each kayaker or canoer, and then they would have to sign that before going out on the water.
Very good. Thank you.
Great presentation. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Southern Ohio Canoe and Kayak. Next, we have Mask on the Go, and we will go ahead and play their presentation.
Never have to ask for another mask. We are
Mask on the Go.
I'm Tori.
I'm Sydney. I'm Charlie.
I'm Dawson.
And I'm Tyler. The problem is during this pandemic, everybody is forgetting their mask. Whether you go into a store and you don't have a mask, it just results in you having to go buy another mask or borrow another mask from the store. And during this pandemic, I mean, if you don't have a mask, it's really like putting a bunch of people in danger and yourself. Our target audience is all the general public, everybody, because we all have to wear a mask during these troubled times, even if we don't want to. And it's just our product will make carrying your mask and just making it more convenient to have your mask with you rather than having to go get multiple masks.
Okay, so our product, it is a little pouch that can clip onto bags, purses. You can even put it in your pocket or even clip it onto your lanyard. So all you have to do is open it up and you can just take your mask out. You can store an extra mask. All size masks will fit in this. You could even use it for like children, so your children can keep track of their masks.
So the cost to make it is $2.56, and we're doing the sewing ourselves, and we each get $1 for each one we sew. So that's $5. So we're selling it an average one for $10, and we make $2.44 for each one.
So depending on the pattern, the pattern of the fabric, it's going to cost extra. So it's going to be anywhere from $5 to $20. In bulk, the carabiners that we use for the what you have on here, they're going to be $8.99 in bulk for $150, and just using 1 yard of fabric, we can make 44 pouches.
All right, so our competition will just be anything that can basically carry a mask, like fanny packs in your pockets. But ours, you can just stick right here, like I have mine on my belt loop, so it's a whole lot easier. You can just grab it, and those other ones are too bulky.
Okay, so next steps. We hope after a year we will have enough money that we can buy like a little store or even lease one. And in the event that we get too big where we can't handle our own sewing and stuff, we're going to partner with the Thomas Sewing Center, and they're located in Greenup. And we called them and asked them, and if they made like one mask for us, it would be $3. And then for like a bulk order of masks, it would be $45. And then after that, we may adjust our prices depending on our profit. And so we would do that because we want to mass produce these so we can always keep them in stock.
So our goal is just to give a sense of comfort to everyone during the pandemic, and make sure that everyone stays safe. And yeah, so that way you'll never have to ask for another mask. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mask on the Go. Let's go ahead and bring the team up on stage here for the Q&A. Do we have a representative from Mask on the Go? Check and see if you have an invitation to come up on stage. Okay. Welcome, Mask on the Go. I'll go ahead and hand it off to the judges.
Nice presentation. I've got a question on the subject of sustainability. Have you thought about how much longer the public might have to wear masks, and what will happen to your business if and when we're not required to wear masks anymore?
Hey, Charlie, did you hear the question?
Are you still there, Tori? I don't know, I accepted it, but like nothing's happening.
Can you guys hear us?
Charlie, if you can hear us, would you go ahead and type in the chat? Okay, Charlie, can you hear us? I thought I heard a word there a second ago, but if you can hear us, go ahead and post in the chat so that we know. But otherwise, is there another member from Mask on the Go that would be able to come on stage here?
I'm trying to type in the like chat box, but it's like not letting me.
Charlie, I think I just heard that.
Yeah, you can
you
go
hear me?
speak. So, Charlie, if you can hear me, the question was about sustainability of your product, and we're all hoping that
anything.
They're asking if you can hear something. Type in the chat box.
Yeah, I'm trying to type in the chat box that I can't hear, but I don't know if it's working.
I can hear you on here. They can hear you. Sustainability of your product. Here.
Charlie, are you able to hear us now? If so, we do have a question in the chat there, and we can hear you.
Okay, I think I don't see anything in the chat.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll repeat the question. What happens once mask mandates are lifted?
When mask mandates are lifted, we still hope to sell this because we want people, because we know people still going to be wearing masks because coronavirus is not going to go away just because a mask mandate is lifted. So hopefully
people will still buy this because they'll still be wearing masks. And you can still use it like to hold other things other than masks after you're done. Because sometimes I put my headphones in it, and it holds like headphones, and it can even hold like phone chargers.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from the judges here?
So I'm just curious as to what would help me remember to take this product with my mask in it if I'm forgetting my mask.
Charlie, did you hear the question?
No, I did not.
Okay, the question was, what will help someone to remember this product if they are already forgetting their mask?
Well, you can already take this product and you can like clip it to a belt loop, or you can clip it to your bag, your backpack, your purse, and so you can even clip it to your car keys, because anytime you're going somewhere, you really need your car keys. So as long as it's on that, you really can't forget it.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from the judges? Okay, and it looks like I'm the only one you can hear. So, Charlie, thank you for coming up on stage to talk about Mask on the Go. And we are going to go to our next team here, which is Grass Masters. So we will go ahead and play the Grass Masters presentation video.
Hi, I'm Faith.
I'm English. I'm Caden.
And we are the Grass Masters. Many teenagers our age are looking to find a way to make more money in the summertime.
It's been a tradition for us to cut grass throughout the summer and we have profit revenues up to $500 a season.
We have been fortunate enough that we've had access to the right equipment, and with our parents' help, been able to maintain and store it properly.
We have noticed that not all of our fellow students have this opportunity, so we want to be able to provide them a way to be a Grassmaster.
With Grass Masters, we will provide the equipment for lawn care and for our target customers to rent out.
We aim to alleviate the expensive upfront costs of buying equipment, maintenance, and storage that most teenagers wanting to get in the grass cutting business cannot afford.
We will provide drop-off and pick-up points for our equipment that is needed for the job. This will be attractive for young teenagers without a driver's license.
Well, we plan to use equipment we already have in a garage space available. We will acquire more equipment to make it possible to master grass all over Portsmouth.
In addition to providing the equipment, we can help our customers get leads on homes that may be looking for the grass cutting service from our current grass cutting connections.
Our target consumers range from young adults from ages 14 to 20 who do not have the means to get their own equipment, such as lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and weed eaters.
Even though our main focus is on selling to the young population, our services are also beneficial to the elderly.
The reason why our service is beneficial toward the elderly is because the majority of the elder population can't cut their lawn by themselves. And by letting our customers rent out our equipment, it would mean more people for the elderly to hire to take care of their lawn.
We will need to raise $10,000 to be able to start our venture.
This money would allow us to purchase 3 new lawnmowers, weed eaters, and blowers.
We would also purchase a trailer to transport the equipment.
The remainder of the money would be used for other startup costs such as fuel and insurance.
We will raise this money by continuing to make money with our current grass cutting jobs and reinvesting this into the business.
We plan on charging $35 for a lawnmower delivered, or $50 for an equipment bundle, including a lawnmower, a weed eater, and a leaf blower. This would also include a full can of gasoline.
The Grassmaster can use the equipment all day as needed, and we will return to pick it up.
We will charge the customer a refundable deposit at the beginning of the day, assuming our equipment is in good working order when we return to pick it up.
We would expect to have approximately $12,000 in sales our first year. This is assuming we have $100 in rental income each day for 120 days of the summer.
We feel our profit margin would be about 50% and an overall profit of $6,000 each year.
Our main competition in the Portsmouth area would be Wagner Rentals and Staker Sales and Service, which focus more on renting heavier equipment.
Grassmasters would be unique because we will rent standard small lawn equipment to teenagers and provide drop-off and pickup services. Grassmasters prices would also be very competitive to our competition.
Some milestones we would like to achieve include
expanding the amount of equipment we can provide, hiring someone to maintain our equipment regularly, and renting to teenagers outside of the Portsmouth area.
To get the business off the ground, we need to save enough money to buy more equipment to lease out.
We would need to make connections in our school to find those that would be interested in renting from us.
Finally, we would need to purchase our equipment and develop our operations.
Judges, thank you for listening to our presentation, and I hope you see the value of our business and what we can bring to other teams wanting to make extra money in the summer.
Okay, thank you, Grassmasters. We are going to go ahead and bring a representative from Grassmasters up on stage for some Q&A. All right, Grassmasters, check your screen to see if you have an invitation waiting to come up on stage. The invitation has been sent. If you can hear us, go ahead and post in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to have to move forward. Okay, it looks like Grassmasters is unable to come up on stage here. So instead, we are going to ask, well, it looks like, Nate, you're saying that Elijah Lard is here to be brought up on stage. He should have an invitation waiting for him to come up on stage here. If he is unable to do that, let us know.
David, it looks like Charlie from Mask on the Go still in there.
Yes, I do. Do you see that? But it looks like that a member of Grassmasters has not accepted the invitation to come up on stage here. That might be a technical issue on Charlie's end there.
Okay.
So I think what we're going to have to do here is, Nate, if you can see if Elijah is having any technical difficulties on his end, I do want to give Anne Maria a chance to come back up and answer a couple quick questions about Pet Cafe. Derek, if you would send her an invitation, and if she is able to jump on stage here, we'll ask a couple questions about Pet Cafe, and then keep this moving forward.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
All right, Maria, are you with us?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
All right, judges, the floor is yours.
So refresh us with Pet Cafe. You guys were going to have both a kind of a cafe and a dog park area.
Yes.
There is a dog park already in town, and I guess do you see, obviously pets in the cafe, pets out in the dog park that you would create? How do you think that people are going to respond to to having food and pets and everything all in the same location?
Respond negatively, just the thought of having your animals around food. But as soon as they experience it and see, we'll make sure that everything is sanitary and the pets will not be all up in your food and all that. Can you still hear me?
Are there any questions from judges?
Yeah, David, I think we're kind of losing them in and out.
Okay. Anne Maria, thank you for coming up to represent Pet Cafe. At this point, we're going to move on to Locked and Loaded Game Birds, which is our final presentation of the evening. And Derek, if we could go ahead and...
Hi, I'm sorry you guys cut out. If there was a question, can you please repeat it for me?
We did get a question in, and I believe we are moving on to our final presentation of the evening. So thank you for coming up to represent Pet Cafe.
Are you tired of being cooped up in your house through quarantine in this nasty winter weather? Have you been searching for a new outdoor activity?
Well, look no further. We have the perfect activity for all of you outdoor enthusiasts looking for a new adventure.
We are Locked and Loaded Game Birds, your new go-to place for guided pheasant and skeet hunts. Hunting has been an instrumental part of life since the beginning of time, and we plan on honoring this timeless tradition by bringing it to the tri-state in a new and fun way.
Hi, I am Jasmine Webb, and I am the Chief Financial Officer.
Hi, I'm Autumn Jeffrey, and I'm your founder and CEO. These are my two head hunters, Kimber and Tika.
Hi, I'm Gracie Bates, and I'm head of marketing, and we are
Locked and Loaded Game Birds. Our mission at Locked and Loaded is to provide you with a safe, affordable, and successful hunt in order to offer you a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Our company will educate hunters on the importance of gun safety and conservation and aim to bring you a place where families, colleagues, and friends can gather to celebrate the sport of hunting while also enjoying the beautiful Kentucky scenery.
At Locked and Loaded Game Birds, we plan on offering package hunting deals for customers to pick from which one best suits their needs. We will also be selling additional add-ons such as gun rentals, clay pigeon shooting, shotgun ammunition, bird cleaning, and additional birds so that every hunter can have the best experience possible.
We offer 3 main package options to our hunters. The first package, which also happens to be our most popular, costs $200 per hunter, includes 5 pheasants, and comes
Trying to
fully
log on to
loaded.
chat, but nothing's
Our Locked and
happening.
Loaded feature consists of a licensed guide with 1 to 2
It's trying to log onto the chat, but nothing's happening. Something's coming up.
Why do you need to use the speaker?
briefing prior to the hunt. Our
Thank-
second package is a much more basic package costing $150 per hunter. It includes 5 pheasants but does not come with a dog. And our third package is a more luxurious package costing $236 per hunter. It includes 7 pheasants and comes fully locked and loaded. Each one of these packages can be customized with the use of our add-ons to best fit our customers' needs.
The problem that we have noticed is that due to the pandemic, it is nearly impossible to buy any guns or ammunition in stores because retailers simply can't keep them in stock. This makes it extremely difficult for any hunter to go off and perform any hunt of their own. We have also noticed a need in our area for new outdoor activities coming into the warmer months, and we have seen a significant lack of gun education in our area because people simply do not know how to safely handle, store, and use a firearm.
To solve these problems, we plan on creating an outdoor experience that will cater to all levels of hunters and outdoor enthusiasts. We will offer our customers with gun rentals and ammunition to provide them with all resources needed to execute a successful hunt. We will also strive to be leading educators in the tri-state area on gun safety because the more our community knows about proper firearm usage, the less likely accidents are to occur.
So far at Locked and Loaded, we currently have 200 acres of land, 2 trained hunting dogs, and multiple guns still out. We have also completed multiple successful guided hunts. We have connected with Bear Arms Indoor Range and Training Center about advertising in their stores and have an established Facebook account. We are also in the process of obtaining a guide license.
Immediately upon securing funds, we would establish our website, buy any needed equipment, start raising our own game birds to reduce our price, obtain liability insurance, and begin selling our merchandise. In the future, we would like to advertise at nationwide hunting events, expand our business through buying more land and training more bird dogs, and eventually transform Locked and Loaded into a destination hunting facility.
We are requesting $6,000 in funds to help with the startup of our business. This is an estimated cost worksheet of the startup and monthly cost of our business. We have a startup cost of $3,000 and an estimated monthly cost of $3,100. However, we have an estimated profit of $9,700 per month.
We currently have one competitor in our area. However, they are more of a private organization run by a group of doctors. We plan on offering more packages and additional hunting activities, making our business more desirable than theirs. We will coordinate with conservation and gun safety experts at Grayson Lake in order to help us educate the tri-state on the importance of gun safety and conservation. We plan on marketing to hunters of all levels and outdoor enthusiasts through social media and collaborating with local outdoor stores.
Locked and Loaded Game Birds is your new go-to outdoor activity to experience a high-class hunt and learn about gun safety. And remember, miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So come take a shot with Locked and Loaded. Thank you. Are there any questions?
All right, thank you, Locked and Loaded. And let's go ahead and bring up Locked and Loaded to the stage here.
Hi. Hello. So you all already have land where people can go hunt?
Yes, we do. We have approximately
Gracie,
200 acres. Yes.
Yeah, and we can hear her too. Go ahead.
Yeah, we so this actually started off as a hobby of ours, and then we realized we're like, we need to bring this to other people too. So we already have 200 acres of land to use.
So are you paying for that land? Are you leasing it?
That's a great question. We have a part of a family. It is like family owned land. So us as our business, we would not need to lease the land, but it is land that is partially owned and partially.
Great. Thank you.
So I'm a huge pheasant hunter. I go to South Dakota every year and spend weeks out there. So I love your idea, and you're right. Locally, it's a little challenging. There are a few private clubs that make sense, but so with the approach you're taking with youth and with gun rentals and that. So insurance, that kind of liability protection. Talk to us about the steps you've went through there, because that is a big deal with what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So we are currently in the process of looking at obtaining our liability insurance. And so basically, once we go into doing this more for for sales and actually selling our service, we will definitely, before we do anything, get a liability insurance. And then we will also require our hunters to sign a waiver before their hunt.
That was good. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions for Loud Promoted? All right. Thank you for joining us.
Great
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
All right. We do have a representative from Grassmasters that can answer perhaps one or two questions here. Derek, we can bring him back up on stage, and then we will get to the voting and the scoring for the teams. Is Elijah here with us to join to answer a question or two about Grassmasters? All right. So Elijah, if you wouldn't mind just saying a couple words about Grassmasters, and then we'll have a question or two, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, Elijah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, well, as someone who detests yard work, I have to salute you on somehow creating a yard maintenance business where you do not have to physically do any yard work. It's it's a creative concept, but I must say I am curious. Why not just go ahead and mow the lawns and take the value-added revenue from that?
Is anyone else hearing Elijah speak?
No, can't hear.
Okay. Elijah, I apologize, but we are going to have to move forward. I want to thank you very much for coming up on stage to talk about Grassmasters. But that will be our final presentation of the evening. Thank you very much. So what's going to happen next is we are going to take a break from this session. The judges will go in executive session to
anybody at all. So
we are going to go into executive session to do some scoring for the teams, and we will be back in 10 minutes with the results. So thank you all very much, and just be patient with us for the next 10 minutes before we come back with the final scores. Thank you all. All right, looks like we are back. I want to thank you all for joining us here today for the 2021 Glockner Dare to Dream, presented by Shawnee State University. April Perry is going to read off the judges' selections. So I'll hand it over to her. And I'll let her do her spiel as well. I'm sure she has a few words to say.
Thank you so much, David, and thank you so much to all of the judges. I'll tell you, the teams really made it difficult to pick winners. All of you are winners in this competition. We appreciate all the work that you've done preparing for the competition, and I realized that we had some technical challenges, but this is part of business. Whenever you're, starting a business or running a business, you're going to run into challenges, and the way that you handle those challenges says a lot about you. And all of you handled the challenges very well. So we appreciate everything that all of you've done. Also, special thanks to the Glockners for being our lead sponsor in this event, and just everyone who's made this event possible. So with that, I know that you all are anxious to hear about all the prize money. I'm excited to say that we do have $36,000 to award. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm going to start with the $750 awards. We have 2 of those, and those go to Grassmasters and the Musical Barn. So congratulations to both of you. Excellent job. Next, we have 2 $1,000 awards. Those will be going to Pet Cafe and Padded Racing Jackets. So congratulations to both of you as well. You did an excellent job. The next 2 awards are $1,500 awards, and those go to Worldwide Cafe and Mask on the Go. So congratulations. Each team will be receiving $1,500. Next, we have in 7th place and also receiving money from the John Glaser Award is Revolutionary Unique. They will receive $2,000 for their 7th place and $500 from the John Glaser Award for a total of $2,500. Congratulations. In 6th place, we have Zap Attack. They are the winners of $2,000 for their 6th place award, $200 for the William Bill Award, and $1,000 for the Most Daring Dream. So this is the best big idea that we heard tonight. Congratulations, Zap Attack. You're taking away $3,200. In 5th place, we have Donate It. They will be receiving $2,500 for their 5th place award, and they also will receive $200 for the William Bill Award, $250 for the John Glaser Award, and Donate It was considered the best social impact idea. And for that, you'll receive an additional $1,000 for a total of $3,950 for Donate It. Congratulations, an awesome job on coming up with an idea that has such a great social impact. We appreciate that. In 4th place, we have Bougie. Bougie will receive $3,000 for their 4th place award. They also are receiving $400 for the William Bill Award and $250 for Most Viable Business Idea, for a total of $3,650 for Bougie. Congratulations. And now, in 3rd place, we have Batter's Eye. Batter's Eye will receive $4,000 for their 3rd place award and $250 for Most Viable Business Idea, for a total of $4,250. And that's for 3rd place Batter's Eye. Congratulations. In 2nd place, we have Sock. Sock will receive $5,000 for their 2nd place award, $250 for the John Glaser Award, and $250 for Most Viable Business Idea, for a total of $5,500 awarded to our second place winner, Sock. And last but not least, in first place, we have Locked and Loaded Game Birds. The award will be $6,000, and in addition, they received $200 for the William Bill Award and $250 for the most viable business idea, for a total of $6,450 for our first place winner, Locked and Loaded Game Birds. Congratulations to all of our teams. Thank you to all of our sponsors for all this money that has come in for us to be able to award. This is a fantastic event, and everyone who participated tonight is a winner. So thank you all.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be posting about all of the participants in tonight's Dare to Dream on Facebook and showcasing all of the great work that you've done. Thanks so much for joining. Can't wait to see you again next year.